to another episode of Reflections with Val. Me. Every Wednesday, 10 o'clock. You already know the time. Whether you're driving, jogging, walking, I don't know, picking up some coffee on the way to work. Maybe you're just riding a bike. Let's add that in there, I don't know. But you chose this podcast, and I want to thank you for that. Sponsored by Jersey Media, located in New Jersey. You already know. Show some love. Some likes, some follows, subscribe, stream on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, you name it. We gonna be there. But today, yes, we are another episode. And yes, it's my solo episode of Reflections, and you guys already know what time it is, what this episode is about, and it's about highlighting underground artists that I listen to, that I feel lyrically and musically captivate me and touch my inner wounds. And I feel that would touch anyone's inner wounds, things that would make us feel more related and not so into our own problems and in our heads, especially during a pandemic, first ever in history, second, but still, especially in a pandemic, I think we need unity. I know we need unity. We need connection. We don't need more division and more separation. That's going to create more chaos. We need to feel understood, and I think that's why I'm doing all this to begin with, because I want everyone out there to feel understood. Yes. I had to do that because reflections. Say we're reflecting. Reflections. Yeah. But no, this week, before we go into the artist lineup for this episode, I just wanted to discuss to you guys how this week has been for me. And this week has been good. I'm utterly grateful. I had Thanksgiving. And I don't know about you guys, but when anything bad happens in my week, or anything bad happens in my life while everything was going pretty much okay, I call that the enemy. And for those who don't know who the enemy is, you already know who it is, the man downstairs that we don't even need to mention his name. But there's a show out now on Fox that's named after this man. And I just feel like the enemy tries everything he can to deter you from your path. As a matter of fact, the enemy tries everything he can to make you feel like you're alone, that you're undeserving of love, to make you feel lonely, and this desperation and this desire of feeling understood. And I think I know he uses that against every single person. And if you are just caving into that thought and caving into those emotions of, all I had to do is just flick you once, and then you can just fall right back into that cycle of feeling this undeserved, unloved. That's how it starts. And then you start not valuing yourself. You start not being progressive or proactive on your day-to-day basis, because you don't have self-value or self-worth. You don't feel there is a reason to move onward or keep moving on. And what's the point of having this job if I feel unappreciated and my family abandoned me because of blase, and I'd never gotten this kind of love? And we'll put so many excuses into justifying in our characteristics presently and who we are as people. But sometimes these things that we picked up were just coping mechanisms that we literally learned along the way of adulting and growing that are unhealthy for us. And how will we know if we're not sitting down daily and taking that self-reflection on a daily, whether it's 5 minutes, a minute, a day? And I kid you not, I'm not here saying that I solved everything and that I'm completely healed. No, I'm sitting here today telling you guys that it's a day-to-day work, and the healing journey never stops. I think the moment that you as a person feel like you've already made it is the very reason, and is the very moment in life where you really didn't make it and you're not really healed and you don't really have it all together because you're not being 100% honest with yourself. You're not looking in the mirror and saying, you know what? Me personally, I'm going to use an example. I can be self-righteous. That is a trait that I may carry, that I may not like about myself, but I had to look into the mirror and be like, you know what? I don't like the fact that you're self-righteous sometimes, that you could come off as that. What we going to do about it? I don't know, but we got to work on it. But how will a person work on it if they haven't even faced it to begin with? And I think that's literally what this whole every single week reflections is all about. Being able to face your demons, face your flaws, and not being afraid of them anymore. Are they running you or are you running them? And this week, I chose this year and all last year, I chose for my emotions to not overrun me. Because as a person who wears her heart on her sleeve, as a person who's outspoken, who's a motivational speaker and trying to be a singer and all these things, right? It's just so easy. It's so easy for me to get consumed by all of that. And it's so easy for me to get lost in my trials and my tribulations, in my consumptions and what I decide to consume on my daily basis. But let's say, actually, let me see. Ooh. I gotta collect the back. Ooh. So yeah, as a person who's always overran by her emotions, because I am, literally, I think in my adulthood somewhere this year, it just clicked to me. I said, being outspoken is a powerful trait that a lot of people don't really have. But is it really needed for it to be used all the time? And I really realized that it really doesn't, because some people you want to say stuff to and you want to voice your opinion and you want to give them an advice or a voice of reason or whatever your input is, your opinion, and you want to just share it and say it to that person because you genuinely care. But what if that person is not ready to receive that message? Then you wasted your breath for nothing. And that person and that cheek walked away from you. I said cheek, but because it's true. They walked away from you because you said something too soon. You said something too fresh. You said something that they probably weren't ready to face then. And instead of them saying, oh, you know what? You're right. I could work on this. I could work on valuing myself and not settling to be the side bitch. But it's like, we need to feel validated and loved, and we'll do anything we can to get that, whether it's through a loved one that is our family member, or whether it's through a value of a friendship or feeling important in some other viewship or another role. But regardless, we look for it and the enemy uses that against us. And the outspoken person, please hear me out. You don't always have to speak your mind. You don't always have to speak your emotions, and not everyone can trigger or has to trigger your emotion. And I feel like there's something that's less powerful about that than being able to control your weapon. It's like one spectrum, your weapon is out here controlling you, and the other one, you're seeing the weapon around you and you're like, oh, this has been around? Okay, let me just pick it up and start using it now. I can't use it over here. That angle looks a little too far to reach, so let me just go over here and reach this one because this one seems better. And I think that's what you guys got to do. It's like, not everyone deserves your time, your energy, your reaction, or your opinion. Know who to give it to, know who to not give it to. Also, not everyone deserves you to get offended by them neither. Know when to pick up an offense and when to let it go. Know when something is worth your time to talk on and give more energy to because it's something that's important to you. But know also when it's important to not even bring it up and to bring it up another time and to talk about it later. Because right now you're not ready for that negative feedback or that negative commentary or whatever it is, or that reaction or that rejection. But the point is, like, you don't have to get offended or pick up an offense. And that's something that my favorite speaker, Mike Todd, taught me. Shout out to my Transformation Church, you know what I'm saying? Hallelujah. Learn a lot from that man. And if you guys don't, just follow him because he's a great person. And that's one thing that he spoke on, is like, some of us can be so offended, and we can be offended by something that our mom did at 6 years old. And because we never forgave ourselves for it, or ever even acknowledge that offense to begin with from the very first time, we bring that and we carry it on into our adulthood in different ways. So if my ex cheated on me, now every single person's gonna be that way. So now I gotta put them through tests, trials, and all this and all that. And then the first person that comes up to me when I'm single to talk to me, it's like, yo, what's up, mom? I want you. What's going on? I'm just like, no, because you're gonna cheat just like everyone else. It's like, I'm picking that first offense that ex did. Literally sending it and transcending it to the next person. So it's like, we gotta really, really dig deep. And I was telling this to my boy Freedom, you gotta stop being partially honest with yourself and start being 100% honest with yourself. Because all of us know when we're being partially honest. Partially honest is when you're just touching the surface and then you're walking away. Oh my God, if I could put an example to this. You're just touching the surface. Oh my God. So I have an absent father my whole life. So we can technically say that I've had daddy issues, and that's me touching the surface. But getting deeper is my father not being there didn't give me examples in how I should accept treatment from a man and how he should treat me. So growing up, I just allowed any man who showed interest in me to have something more than just friends with me. Instead of me saying, just because he likes me doesn't mean that he's for me. I have to decide that. I never knew that there was an option, because my insecurities told me no one was going to be interested in a person who has a gap, who had big lips at the time. Like, it was just horrible. I was not looking, like, my lips were the biggest thing on my face. You know what I'm saying? It was just not cute. So my insecurities told me all that. And because I never had that love and affection shown by a man, by a father figure, how was I going to know how that felt? Like, the very first taste that I had was going to give me that immense, like, I want it all and I want you to stay, because I never had it before. So that's getting deeper. Touching the surface is just saying, I have daddy issues. Okay, so moving on. That's the heavy gem for the day. As we go on, I'm now going to show you guys the new lineup for this week's jam session, and I'm super excited because we got some good choices this time, man. And every time, because these are artists, as I stated, that I feel like all of you guys should know about, that you guys don't know about. And I just feel like it's mad unfair that you guys don't know about these people. But with that being said, I'm going to show you guys the first song. The first song that I'm going to show you, he just dropped an album. He's a producer. I had him on one of my episodes with Reflections with VAL. I had him on episode 38. The name of that episode is Remaining Authentic. Okay, he had a lot of good points to talk about being true to who you are, being genuine wherever you go in the music industry. Only given that genuine energy. And he had a lot to say on grief. His brother passed away, and he dedicated this album that he just dropped literally last week, to his brother. It's called Lida. And I definitely had this song as a lyric of the week, and it's called Stay With Me. Trippie Choi sings it with Post and J Po. But again, the person who produced this is J Flow. So without further ado, I'm gonna play it.
Don't shine forever. Gotta hold your head when you're under pressure. Sometimes it's gonna rain, that's why we grab umbrellas. Don't give up on me now, we gotta stay together. Stay with me. Stay with me.
Life crazy, but I smile through it. What else am I supposed to do? My mom's made me thug it out, make sure that I seen it through. Greatest love of all, I merely took it for granted. I hope they shoot like Kobe, cause we ain't giving out chances. I gotta live with the fact that you're not coming back. Me and Trina awkward now, it's safe to say it's whack. My daughter's 6, you would've loved her, she would've loved you back. Success is the key, and you the only one that taught me that. You see this part, too deep for the 808. I really wish that you could stay. Your son got your entire face. I ain't pop a perk since that day you up and went away. Young and we was running game, good times never go to waste. Chest out, chin up, I can't let my people down. Gotta make my son happy, gotta make my daughter proud. Coach Gaskin told me, can't play the game when you out of bounds. But your spirit'll live on, that's forever now.
The sun don't shine forever. Gotta hold your head when you're under pressure. Sometimes it's gonna rain, that's why we grab umbrellas. Don't give up on me now, we gotta stay together. Stay with me. Stay with me.
Here today, going the next is just how life goes. This life is just a gamble on how the dice rolls. You was the motivation to make sure we hit them life goals. You was here for a purpose and a precise role. And you played the well, know your parents raised you well. Another angel gained his wings, we all gained as well. And I know that get through it, but it ain't my place to tell. Just tell my mother that I love her and save me a spot. The way 2020 going got me making a lot. I'm just trying to stay strong, but it's taking a lot. We poppin' champagne for the damn pain. Celebrating your life is the campaign. For all my fallen family, I just can't explain. But I'ma weather the storm and stand in the rain. Your big bro ain't pledged, but the bros bonded together. And ever since you been gone, we reppin' orange forever.
Don't shine forever. Gotta hold your head when you're under pressure. Sometimes it's gonna rain, that's why we grab umbrellas. Give up on me now, we gotta stay together. Stay with me. Stay with me.
So there goes that song. And that song is beautiful, man. Stay With Me by Trippie Choi, Post, J Pro. You can find that on the Lighter album. Again, J Flow produced it. He's the one who was on my episode with me. And his brother passed away at a very young age. The lyrics do mention that in this song, and I just wanted to share it because it was just so relatable. So thank you for sharing your brother's story behind this. It was beautiful. Next up, his name is Dalomans, and he's my first Cleveland, Ohio artist that came on Reflections with Val. I had the pleasure of interviewing him on virtual Zoom, and it took me 3 weeks to schedule that Zoom. I was going through so much. I was going through some car accident issues, and had to replace the car with another car, plus run Reflections, plus be on, work full-time job. It was just a lot, and he took his time, and I want to thank you, Dalomans, because, man, you waited, and you took your, I took my time, and I appreciate you for still coming on. But yeah, this song here, bro, he told the episode with him before we continue. He is a producer, engineer, singer, songwriter. His name is Dalomans, and he is a Cleveland, Ohio artist, has his own studio. And the episode I had with him was episode 36 of Reflections with Val, named Stay True to Yourself. And there he shared a story of the day he found his brother dead in the river. And he wrote a song about it. And he shared that song with me that day. And I was touched. I almost cried in the midst of the episode. So I said, bro, I'm sorry, but we're going to have to I'm going to have to share this. And I did. I had to highlight his song as a lyric of the week. And it was beautiful. The words heal you within itself, and just as the song before this one, Lida, the words heal you within itself. Sometimes, it rains outside, that's why we grab umbrellas, stay with me, and there's people up in heaven watching them, and there's people protecting them. And this is the same vibe here, so this is why I wanted to share this song. And yeah, so here it goes.
Wait on a river, wait on a river, children, wait on a river, but this world's gonna trouble the water. Let's go fishing on the river. I'm getting up like 6 a.m. I'm saying, Dante, that's not my thing. Time is to blame, but maybe one day I can. I never thought he was so stressed, that he did the things he did from being depressed. When he went missing, I was thinking maybe someday soon we'll go fishing. But when I found him, he was floating on the river. The river's never gonna be the same. Now the river's gonna take all the blame. It's a hot day, get the grill out, take the chill out of your veins. So catch me on a park bench, get the hot links and sauce for the wings. I said, we're headed to hit the beach up for the afternoon, cause the river's cool, never knowing you'll be gone soon. So the river's never gonna be the same. Now the river's gonna take all the blame. Questions will come like, where were you when he needed you? Someone to confide in, rely on, to cry on. And pastor would come like, it was time, it's all fine, he's alright, he's home now, so calm down. He laid it all by the riverside. So the river's never been the same. Woo! Go ahead, sing it, say it. Now the river's
done took me to church. He really did done took me to church. He done took me to church, guys. Woo! Okay, first of all, how do you start this with, it's a hot day, get the grill out, take the chill out of your veins. Catch me at the park bench, get some hot links and the sauce on the wings. Woo! Sauce for the wings. But he said that he sang that lyric because his brother, well, that was one of the things that his brother always did, and that's grill. And he never grilled, and he always wanted to teach him how to grill. So he mentioned that lyric in there. But the bridge always gets to me. Like, questions would come like, where were you when he needed you? Someone to confide and rely on, to cry on. And past that would come like, it was time. It's all fine. He's all right. He's home now, so calm down. He laid it all by the riverside. And then he goes right back to, so the river, woo. Let me tell you, bro, you put your foot in this song. And it was effortless because it was a true story. It was about your brother. And I just want to thank you. This is music therapy at its core. And that's why I react to this song the way that I do. It because it provides me with healing, with joy, with like, I don't know, just happiness that someone was able to write down their experience through a song, and that there's other people that can hear these lyrics and find like a healing through it and some resonation through these words. And it's just beautiful to me that a man like this was able to write that down. I think my favorite, I just have to rewind it to my favorite part, which is,
calm down, he laid it all by the riverside. So the river's never been the same.
Right here.
Now the river took all the pain.
It's just unfair. That's just unfair. I just wanted to give that shout out. You guys go follow Dalomans, man. He is he's going to be famous. All these people that I share every single solo episode, they're going to be famous. Point blank, period. Next up, we're gonna get some fun in here. We're gonna get some rappers up in here now. I just wanted to get the more intimate, deep connection songs. Next artist I have up on the board. I had the pleasure of always knowing this individual. She is a queen. Her and I have performed together. We've done covers together, and she's an amazing person. Genuine love, this life, go butterfly. Her name is LB the Great. Y'all can follow her on SoundCloud, Spotify, all of that. She's a part of this collective called STTP. And I'm going to be sharing her song only in this episode. Her man, Saint, produced, okay? Saint James, he's a producer and a rapper. He produced this track, so I just wanted to just bring him in, get them both involved. Why not? And this song is one of my favorites from her EP called Neon Aqua Pussy. And yes, you heard right. It's called Neon Aqua Pussy. Yes, I had to add the bomb, okay? But yes, it's called Neon Aqua. Neon Aqua Pussy. I mean, that was the best title you've ever had on an EP. So I just had to just get that out there. But yes, it's called Waterfall. And you guys, I'm going to let it play. And I'm going to see what you guys say about it.
across conceited, but my shit's the bomb. I'ma just need you to come through and baby break me off. Leave you smothered all up in my sauce. Ready for an all-night session, wanna be tied up, taught a lesson. I could be the one that's pressing, either way I leave you with a last impression. Make sure I'm satisfied, you will be when you hop up all this ride, yeah. Waterfall going off, love me come and ask us off. Don't matter what the Uber costs, I'ma meet you with my panties off, yeah. Get ready for this royalty, liquid gold running all inside of me. I'm the puzzle and the key, ain't shit that you can do with me, no. Waterfall going off, love me come and ask us off. Don't matter what the Uber costs, already got the panties off, yeah. Make sure you're ready for this royalty, liquid gold running all inside of me. I'm the puzzle and the key, and ain't shit that you can do with me, no. I really wanna love somebody, really wanna love somebody. I just really wanna love somebody. I just wanna love your body, baby. Want you to drive me crazy. Yeah. Woo, 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 woo. Really wanna love somebody, really wanna love somebody. I just really wanna love somebody. I just wanna love your body, baby. Really wanna love somebody.
Come on.
I'ma need that energy way up. Better fuck up on my makeup. Lay me down and we're standing up. Keep it going till I erupt. Dripping sweat, I'm so thirsty for more. That's the type of shit I'm looking for. Yeah, waterfall going off. Let me come and ask off. Don't matter what the Uber costs, already got the panties on, yeah. Make sure you're ready for this royalty. Liquid gold running on the side of me. I'm the puzzle and the key, and ain't shit that you can do with me, no, no. I really wanna love somebody, really wanna love somebody. I just really wanna love somebody. I just wanna love your body, baby. Want you to drive me crazy. Whoa, 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 whoa. Really wanna love somebody, really wanna love somebody. I just really wanna love somebody. I just wanna love your body, baby. Really wanna love somebody.
Hey, bounce, 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 bounce. Hey, yeah. There's Neon Aqua Pussy. And by yours, LB the Great. Y'all can follow her. This song is just very upfill energy, gives me that vibe, sexual. Like, she was like, I'm gonna need you to do this right. And I just felt like I could relate to this song too. So shout outs to her for giving an upfill beat, getting ready, getting real sexual, real spicy kind of music, you know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? But yes, shout out to LB. Now, next up, we got a person who was on a podcast too. He had a lot of important things to say about staying true to who you are and being an artist, not an entertainer, and just knowing the difference between the two. And he's a person who just has a lot of jacks in the hat, a lot of traits, and he can do so much if he really wanted to. But he's an artist all around. He's a hip-hop artist too. So I'm gonna share one of his tracks. He was on episode, for those who want to link up and hear his story, hear his background, episode 34, named The Entertainer. And you could follow him. His name is SB, also goes by Remember SB, S as in Sam, B as in boy. And so, yeah, I'm going to play a song that he just dropped not too long ago called Streaming Money, which is featuring Ty Has the Genius and We Sing Sin. So, go ahead and play that.
That's on God. One day I put my feet up and rest, but I've been on my job. If Louis Street could talk, then I'm next. Cause bitch, I do this till the reaper come. Cause bitch, I'll do this till the reaper come.
We on a different time. Mob ties splitting odds. My guys are sitting high from mob ties with different tribes. FTL, the Wizard of Oz. I put that whip in drive. Jumped on that yellow brick road and got them shit supplied. I've been a thrive, painting your inner eyes. These niggas penalized. She remember time. I painted her inner thighs and left it symbolized. Aura is different, your story is fiction. Try to ignore my existence. That boy's all in your mentions. I bought a party at 10, they all grip. I can't bring no more sin. And we well respected, nigga. We ain't got full shit. That boy dip, I got the course grip, plus my torch lit. We been this way since we been jumping off them porches, huh? My biggest secrets is left with niggas in coffins, huh? My life unorthodox, nightmares I was forced to watch. Every flip thinking if I'm about to take this loss or not. And that was level ups, I need my paper off the top.
And that's on God. One day I put my feet up and rest, but I've been on my job. If Lewis Street could talk, then I'm next. Cause bitch, I do this till the Reaper come. Cause bitch, I'll do this till the Reaper come. And that's on God. One day I put my feet up and rest, but I've been on my job. If Lewis Street could talk, then I'm next. Cause bitch, I do this till the Reaper come. Cause bitch, I'll do this till the Reaper come.
All of my niggas rugged, shady niggas in the shade, they always up to something. Few bricks, vac sealed up in the Louis Duffish. Give them sound instructions, exchange the miss the function. I'm lit, can barely function. My nigga, these dust bunnies always reaching for my streaming money. Since when this nigga comes, might be intoxicated, could lose my occupation. But who be worried about muffins when all my niggas caking? Pull up and range in hummus, inside the color hummus. Been doing well for myself, my cups are overrunning. I spit a couple balls, Gazelle a couple hundred. Young badass nigga who's always getting punished. To spend some time with Alice, just means you want some acid. Trip out in Wonderland, whatever happens, happens. Never satisfied. Won't get the satisfaction. Be beasting in the game, cause I'm a beast in practice.
And that's on God. One day I put my feet up and rest, but I've been on my job. If Lewis Street could talk, then I'm next. Cause bitch, I do this till the Reaper come. Cause bitch, I'll do this till the Reaper come. And that's on God. One day I put my feet up and rest, but I've been on my job. If Lewis Street could talk, then I'm next. Cause bitch, I do this till the Reaper come. Cause bitch, I'll do this till the Reaper come.
Look, if I still got the key, then it ain't really being me. Got the time, thank quarantine and vacancies on campus living. We'll be tripping if I ain't out trying to get mine. That's blood on the door you need. No mask could save you, just another way to profit. I mean, used to be hype beast, now it's just mainstream. I took the mask off just for the stain grin. Heard it's contagious, it's the thrill of your last thoughts. Shoot the shooter, camera duels like I'm Cole Sprouts. Watch how you maneuver, can't compute when you off grid, right? Grade high, plug feathers, weight, mind weight. Giving sight for better moment. Midnight gospel for your atonement. Left to the side door, swaying. A hymn to carry you far beyond the yours. I'll hope you playing your part until the curtain call. Interrogation never mattered to the lockjaw. Spitting through the wire, we abide behind Marabi Code. Gift you with the choir, we just sad you couldn't hear the
And that's
notes.
on God. One day I put my feet up and rest, but I've been on my job. If Lewis Street could talk, then I'm next. Cause bitch, I do this till the Reaper come. Cause bitch, I'll do this till the Reaper come. And that's on God. One day I put my feet up and rest, but I've been on my job. If Lewis Street could talk, then I'm next. Cause bitch, I do this till the Reaper come. Cause bitch, I'll do this till the Reaper come.
Yes. So yeah, Streaming Money. That song I normally play when I'm trying to get lost in thought. Also when I work out. It's a good song to work out to. I don't know. That's just my personal opinion. I just be lifting weights like boom, 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 boom. You know what I'm saying? It just gets me in my mood. It's hustle, flow, no distractions. People trying to ask you for money, but you focus, you on your grind. This is the kind of music you need to listen to for that positivity. You feel me? When you getting low in your bag and you're like, oh my God, I don't know if I can make it. Listen to Streaming Money. That'll put you in your bag and you'll be okay. So next one, last one. This guy, I just randomly found on the internet. He has not even been on Reflections, and I absolutely love stumbling upon profiles, pages, and artists, and whatever you are like this, in this matter, in this way. He's from another state, and bro is talented. Bro is stupid talented. His flow, and he's from I just can't even fathom. He gives me like this like Dave East kind of feel, and I just respect it. I haven't heard real raw, genuine, straight from the heart, from pain, from trauma kind of rap in a minute. And he's one of those people that gives you those vibes. Yes, I had Steven Darnell. Shout out to you. He's one of those rappers. There's a lot of underground rappers, a couple of them that I've met, but they're very few. You know what I'm saying? Like true lyricism, authenticity, not trying to mimic anybody out here is very rare. And this brother moves that way. He's not over here trying to emulate anyone. He's being himself, and you hear it. So without further ado, I want to literally introduce you guys to Ra Howard, R-A-H, Howard, like Howard University. And please support him. He's on YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, all of that. And I just love this song. The song is called By Any Means. Had it as a lyric of the week. And yeah, so without further ado, here you go.
Stack money by any means, whether it's with a 9 to 5 or a triple B. Gotta get money, stack money by any means, whether it's with a 9 to 5 or a triple B.
Shout out to my grinders, putting in 40s at 9 to 5. Just doing whatever just to survive. Whether it's selling dope, selling hair on the side. Wanna do whatever just to provide so they can try to make their ends meet. Cause man, it ain't no stopping failure, not an option when you're trying to feed your kids. See, cause that minimum wage ain't getting it. That ain't enough to feed a family. If you ain't never came from nothing, then you probably won't understand the struggle that my people facing. We just trying to make it, we just trying to get our bread up. Yeah, we fed up, sick of being broke. Give a damn about doing time in the feds. Cause man, we just trying to survive. Trying to get the screen by any means. Whether it's by working 2-3 jobs or wearing good on triple B's. We just trying to come up ballin' like we was hooping on escalators. Watch our money go up like we left it on the elevator. So every day we get up, best believe that we gon' grind. Run a CAT scan on us, we got money on our mind. Best believe that we gon' make it or we gon' die trying. Wake up every day with the same mission on our mind, which is
gotta get money, stack money by any means, whether it's with the 9 to 5 or a triple B. Gotta get money, stack money by any means, whether it's with the 9 to 5 or a triple B.
Shout out to my dreamers, is putting in 40s at 9 to 5. Then taking that check for their full time. Invested that in their side grind. Cause soon enough that side grind you love to do will be full time in no time. So pay no attention to haters talking down on your grind. Man, never mind the type of lane that'll sit and say you can't be that for odds. Man, you were made by God, you were real fried, you cannot be stopped. Dude, you can't lose unless you choose to lose. And hopefully you refuse to lose. Cause in order to change life you used to, you gotta go through hell and keep pushing through. So man, stay up on your hustle, keep success up on your mind. Don't matter if you rap, sing or slang on the side. Go ahead and get your money, man, so you can chase your dream. You weren't born just to live, you here to be kings and queens. So man, fuck having a boss, it's time to be our own bosses. Don't pay the cost to be bosses, don't give a damn what the cost is. Only thing gon' stop us if we end up in a coffin. But to the end, the mission is gon' stay the same, which is
gotta get money, stack money by any means, whether it's with the 9 to 5 or a triple B. Gotta get money, stack money by any means, whether it's with the 9 to 5 or a triple B.
Wow. Yes. Woo! This one you fire, bro.
Gotta get money, stack money by any means, whether it's with the 9 to 5 or a triple B. Gotta get money, stack money by any means, whether it's with the 9 to 5 or a triple B.
Woo! Yes. Ra Howard, man. I don't even know where you from, bro. I know I saw something from Arkansas or Alaska or something, and I just Kansas or something. I don't even have to know where you from, bro. But you talented. And I'm looking at your YouTube right now, and I'm shocked to see that you only got 4 subscribers, bro. That's a lie. That's a damn lie. I need everybody to support this man. I need everybody to support LB the Great. I need everybody to support J Flow. Remember SB, Dalomans. These are all the artists that I shared today that deserve that right, that deserve that stream, that play, that reshare. And it's not going to be moved unless you guys put your hands on it and support those local underground artists. All that you heard here was true authenticity, true experiences behind their work of art. And I'm just utterly grateful. I'm utterly grateful because I would not have gotten to this magnitude if it had not been for Reflections. So again and again, I say, rejoice. Thank you again for tuning in and coming on Reflections with VAL. Yeah. I'm a singer, aspiring motivational speaker. I'm a podcaster, radio host. And you guys just tuned in to episode 43. I showed you guys a couple of underground artists. And we spoke about picking up a fence and dropping it down. So this week, I hope that you guys take that with you. That before you react to someone's way or tone, or maybe you didn't appreciate the way that she walked up to you or he approached you, and you just want to act out and say something about it. But just before you do that, just hold yourself and think real quick. Is this person deserving of my time and energy right now? Is this person worth me getting offended right now? So take that with you this week. And also stream any of the songs that I share. If you guys have been touched by them, if you guys can't stop listening to them, whatever it is, please comment on SoundCloud, YouTube, Facebook, Spotify, Instagram, and let me know so I could bring it up on my shows, so they can know that other people are really truly vibing with their music. This is all it's about, bringing all of us together. And so just catch me in another episode. And again, you can follow me on soulfully_VAL or on Reflections with VAL. And shout out to Vision Graphics for making my merch. If you guys are looking for someone to do your merch, please go to him. That's who I went to. If you guys are looking to buy my merch, please direct message me because I am taking submissions now. Thank you very much. Appreciate it for future. But yeah, thank you guys. And I'm closing out. I hope you guys have a lovely week, and I'll see you next week. Thank you for tuning in. Love you guys. Bye.